What's going on, YouTube? It's Dagreenshiz here. Hope everybody's doing good. Appreciate you stopping in. Hit the like button. I greatly appreciate it. While you're at it, hit the sub button. Let's jump right into this. So, PSA has re-released basically the $15 grading tier. Let me tell you right now, the last time the $15 came, I did not submit a single card. A single freaking card. I have two boxes of cards I want to submit to PSA, but I didn't submit a single one. Main reason being, those cards are for the personal collection. I didn't want to spend $15 a card. Nothing has changed. I don't want to submit my cards at $15 for a personal collection unless, because they're not the biggest value. They're vending series cards. They're probably anywhere from a $50 range, maybe up to $200 something. For me, I might as well just wait until the price drops. Probably the biggest issue I have is the turnaround times. The bulk turnaround times when it was released at, I think it was $22, was the actual release recently. That was 120 to 150 business days. That's about almost a half a year. Literally almost half a year. I don't want to wait that long. I'd rather, obviously I'm going to be waiting longer if I submit them later, but I'd rather save the money and submit them later than just submit them now at a higher cost and wait a half a year, if that makes sense. I am not going to be submitting at $15 a card. If I could get them in a month, it might change my mind. I probably would submit them at that cost, but it's not going to happen. The other options are CGC, which I've graded some vending series. I'm actually trying it again just to see kind of how they grade them. I haven't graded non-hollow cards at CGC in a long time, since I got completely bent last time, which was a while ago, long while. Last year, I believe, was pretty much the last time I graded non-hollow cards at CGC. So there is a stack of them there now. Hopefully get them back this month. I hear bulk turnaround times are freaking amazing right now, so let's see what happens there. So if that goes very well, the cards I have could be going to CGC. We will see. Only time, like I said, time will tell, and I'm looking forward to that. If the price was $10, the cards would get full sent, no matter the turnaround time. Don't see the price getting much better than $10. It might not get better than $15. I don't see it really getting better than $15 this year. We're already $15. They're going to get another lump sum of cards. I don't think they got a lot of cards at the $22. Everybody I know, and the people I know in the hobby, are the people sending in cards that get graded. Nobody was sending in at $22 because they just did a full send before that. So everybody's just waiting for it to get cheaper. We're back down to $15. A TCG exclusive $15, which is nice. $18 is now the standard bulk, which includes sports cards. $15 is an exclusive TCG submission rate, which is really nice. But like I said, I will not be partaking in that. The other news. Golden Auctions just had a huge signature auction, you can call it. Still absolutely hate your freaking the way the bidding is. It's the most atrocious thing I've ever seen in my freaking life. The way the extended bidding works. So I bid on a card at, say, $9.30. I put in my max bid, which was $1,200. $1,200 was put in at $9.30. At 10 p.m., extended bidding begins. So at 10 p.m., there's 30 minutes that somebody has to place a bid, otherwise I win the item. After 25 minutes, at 10:25, somebody placed a piddly, like $50 bid. It just jumped it up $50, whereas it was currently at, say, $700. My bid was $1,200. So somebody just literally raised it to like $800. When they did that, it extended it 30 more minutes. Now, come again, pass another 25 minutes, same thing happens. Same thing. It extends another 30 minutes. Are you freaking kidding me? I placed my max bid at 9:30, and nobody has even come close to matching it, and it's extended it a freaking hour. What are we doing? That makes absolutely no sense. So I was like, all right, I gotta go to bed. It's like freaking 11 p.m., 10 or like 11:30. I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna stay up and watch this just get kicked down the freaking road here. So I go to bed, wake up, I lose the auction. God knows how long the things went. I've seen these auctions go to like 1 a.m. I don't have time to sit up and watch a freaking auction for 3 hours, dude. You guys need to fix your crap because that's absolutely absurd. Literally the worst auction platform I've seen in a long time. Just for that reason, an auction for a single card, it should not be on the block for 3 hours. People need to learn. Like, if you shorten that up, people will learn. PWCC, eBay, the cards still sell. They don't need 3 freaking hours on a chopping block to get sold. Do better. Anyways, there was two CGC 9.5 Charizards. I was not bidding on them, but I wanted to watch this because it'd be interesting. There was a CGC and a BGS 9.5 Zard. CGC had 0 subgrades. The BGS one did. It had, I think, 1.9 subgrade on whatever. It don't matter. It wasn't centering. It was something else. So it kind of mattered a little bit. CGC outsold it by $2,000, $1,200 to be exact. $1,200. The CGC 9.5 outsold a BGS 9.5. That is a frickin' statement and a half. That blew my freaking mind. I cannot believe that that card is already at that rank. I don't know. Could have got shilled. Who knows? It wasn't me. But that is pretty dang impressive. There was a handful of other 9.5 first edition base, and I'm going to look them up real quick. And let me tell you, these things are holding pretty good value. Pretty dang good. You literally can't complain. So, there was a Venusaur 9.5 that's not sold. It did sold. $4,200. So that is selling higher than a PSA 9. I'm not exactly sure the BGS 9 sold for. A first edition base set Venusaur 9.5, $4,200. Mewtwo, almost $3,000, whereas a PSA 9 is probably almost half of that, 1,700-ish. Not too shabby. Raichu sold for $2,000, which is probably double the regular PSA 9 price. Let me tell you, that the Charizard sale alone blew my freaking mind. Seeing that thing sell for more than a BGS Zard is pretty insane. I wonder if it was the subgrades. Not having the subgrades on the first edition Zard's kind of nice because you can't really see where the flaw is exactly. You're kind of left guessing. Whereas the BGS one, it's like, oh, that's the issue. There's an issue with this card. I don't know. I'm in between on some grades. I like them if it's a benefit to the card, but there are also times when it's not going to be a beneficial thing to your sale price, which this could have been one of those cases. That Charizard for the BGS was a $60,000 card a year ago, and seeing it down $36,000 for the no, so yeah, this is $1,800 difference. $1,800. So $34,800 for the BGS, $36,600 for the CGC. Almost $40,000 for a CGC 9.5 Charizard. I was lucky enough, inside of the last CollectCon, somebody stopped by my booth with a 9.5 first edition Charizard. The thing looked freaking clean inside of that slab. That's a hell of a grade. I don't think any pristine 10s or perfect 10s exist, so technically I think this is top of the population, but there is a handful, I believe now, of 9.5s. And I could be wrong on the 10s. It's not something I look at regularly, but that is pretty cool, man. Much respect to CGC. Very cool to see you guys up there smack and BGS in the same grade, right around. And yeah, it's an awesome time to be alive. I love all the competition. SGC also just decreased their price and their turnaround times. I mentioned it, I think, in my live stream video. I sent in SGC cards. They received them this week on the 3rd, and on the 5th, 2 days later, I had tracking for the return of my cards, and the grades were already inside of the website. Literally 2 days, and I paid for a 30-day submission. So $30 a card now, which is $25 a card, I believe, with no minimum or maximum value on the cards. Pretty cool option. They're very, very lenient on Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh grades. I sent in a card, and I'll do a video on it. I sent a card basically with like a 10 point damage on it to SGC, and it got a 9. So knowing I would get a PSA 6 likely, I was like, I need to send this thing into SGC to get the best grade I can, and that's what happened. But in hindsight, I sent in a bunch of sports cards with it and got completely decimated. So you win some, you lose some. Don't send your cards PSA for $15. Wait for it to get lower. But if you want to make money in a year, about a half a year, send them in. I guess if you're a business and you want cards constantly coming in, you sent some maybe at 22. I don't know why you wouldn't. If you want cards constantly coming in, then you're going to send some more at 15. Good luck to you. I'm going to be waiting. Not worth it to me for those turnaround times. You guys have a good one. Peace.